I'm teaching Palegraph how to test like a human. So background, I needed to quickly test the experience for an app that I'm working with for a client where I'm like the fractional product person. I wanted to build a flow for what I do as a human, which is go through the app, think about the experience from different perspectives. Why even this like UI testing or experience testing? Again, it forces some clarity about the expected behavior. It helps catch sometimes UX regressions or things that do as we develop new features on apps, can surface edge cases, ensures some of the like human sanity checks on front end flows, which aren't always obvious in things like the feature requirements that you write, or even from the code itself. And what I really like about how I can scale this flow is I can have the AI test from different perspectives, different user roles. I could give it less or more information to see how it figures things out. A couple episodes ago, I talked through what I do to take raw invoice input before I do a task and transform that into an AI native workflow. And then I go into Cursor because it's really easy to spin up an AI assisted workflow on demand if you need to grab some context from somewhere and have it execute a prompt. And then I ran it in Cursor. So I have my project workspace here. I used Cursor has a built-in tool called Browser MCP. So I used Cursor's Browser MCP and I outputted test results. Another thing that I really like that this flow does is it outputs screenshots as well. So as it's taking tasks, if it finds something interesting, it takes screenshots and I can dig into what the AI found or some of the perspectives, maybe some things that I didn't think about as potential iterations that we might make. The final thing that I had to output was this like takeaways doc. What I found is that the actual like prompts and like the test case generation and executing works really, really well. Some challenges I incurred is like the particular software that we're building has a lot of obfuscation, and so it's not easy to figure out just from code. Browser MCP, I think mostly works with Playwright, so I'll use a more vision-based tool. So browser use is what I'm going to do. Sometimes we would get into infinite click loops, which is another nice piece about defining the process, then going into Cursor to run the process and the workflow AI assisted, because you can monitor it. If I just put this right into a graph, I probably would have wasted so many tokens and it might have run for ad nauseum and I wouldn't have had that visibility. That's it for today.